Hey, so what's up team? It's your boy Videla back in today's video. So in today's video I'm bringing something different. You guys didn't expect it. So for the previous weeks I've actually been learning about US30. I wanted to learn how to trade US30, so I was basically a beginner. But then by the end of the previous weeks, I've actually learned how to trade US30. So I've gotten a very great strategy. It's beginner friendly because, like I said, I was also a beginner, so I feel so relieved. And so this is what we are going to be basically looking at in this video. We're going to be breaking down this strategy for you guys, and of course I'll be showing you some of my previous trading results, because as I was learning I was even trading and I had some great results. So we are going to get into the video without any further ado. But wait, one simple request please. Make sure you hit the like button. If you hit the like button, of course it helps the YouTube algorithm, of course, to get the video to more people. And of course please make sure you smash the subscribe button, and it helps a lot. So we are going to get into the video. Yeah, so if we can take a look at my US30 results, of course you guys can see that the account is really so small, but I'm in deep profits, as we can see right now. So check the move that I got. So this is what I'm basically going to be breaking down with you guys, and I'll give you the exact strategy in this. So a quick one, take a look at our main Telegram channel, so you can join, because as you can see we send free signals in there. So check the link here below to join. So we are going to slide into the breakdown without any further ado. All right. Hey, so I'm going to be basically breaking down all the details about US30. So you can actually call it Dow Jones. So we're going to look at the time frames, when to actually take trades, when to identify the general market trend, and then the exact strategy, right? So let's start straight away. So I guess you guys have heard about indices. So we do have currencies, we have indices. So US30 is an example of an index. Then we also have Nasdaq, among others, right? So what's the best time to trade the US30 now? The best time to trade the US30 is the New York trading session, because it's basically related to the US stocks. So the best time to trade the US30 is the New York trading session. So it's 6:30 to 23 in East African time. So this is East African standard East African time. So it may be a bit confusing. So you can actually Google to translate it to your time zone. So the best time, of course, like what we said, is 16:30 to 23 East African time. So let's keep going and see what comes up next. So how do we basically trade US30? Are you going to be scalping? Are you going to be day trading, or you're swinging? Now this varies, but to me I would be basically recommending that you do some day trading, where you're going to be basically holding your trades for about let's say 2 hours or 3 hours in the day. So when you're day trading, at least you're going to get some great profits as compared to scalping, because when you're scalping you're just going to catch a few moves and you're out. Or swing trading, where you could possibly need to hold your trades for about a week or a couple of days. So I would basically say day trading would work for us better. So if you're day trading, what does that mean? So it means we're going to be basically looking at the 1 hour time frame, right? We're going to be basically looking at the 1 hour time frame, being a time frame where we can do the analysis, as you guys can see in here. So we are going to be looking at the hourly time frame, or you can even look at the H4, right? The 4 hour time frame, depending on what you decide, right? So we're going to be using the 1 hour time frame, and then we can later scale down to the M15, where we can basically get trades. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to slide into the charts straight away and show you the trades that I actually took, and then I'll actually show you the strategies that I was actually using. So let's get into it. So as you guys of course can see in here, this is US30. Let me show you some real quick. So this is US30, and of course we are currently on the H1. Okay, we're on the H1, and this is how you guys can see I have a beautiful trade here, and he's currently in deep profits. Now we're going to see how I actually came up with a trade and see if you can actually use the same analysis to get the trade, right? So we said we're basically looking at the hourly time frame so we can see what's maybe the overall trend, right? Because as you guys remember, we said all in all, be sure that you are trading with the overall trend. Okay, don't go against the trend. So being on the H1, as you guys can see in here, this was a beautiful downtrend with this impulsive downward momentum. It was a very great one. Sorry, this and this. So first things, of course, you are getting the overall trend. So how do you get the overall trend? Of course, you're going to see where we have too much momentum. If it's to the upside, then that's an uptrend. Then if it's to the downside, that's a downtrend. Okay, just like you guys can see in here. As you guys can see in here, this was a very great downtrend. So one more thing, of course, is drawing the key levels. So let's draw some key levels on here and see what we could be basically looking at. So I'm going to draw maybe the support and resistance levels, or maybe something like that. So we have this, where we have a first touch here, we have a second touch here. Let me adjust it a bit to have a number of touches at least. Anyway, so we could consider 1, 2, this 1, 3, and then for right, let me draw one extra. Okay, so I can adjust this. Wow, this is nice, right? So we have 1, 2, 3. Maybe we could be expecting one extra one. This is why I extended my take profit up to here. Anyways, we're going to discuss that later on. Let's see, this could be, yeah, this is also fine. 1, 2, 3 touches, right? So as you guys can see in here, so we had these the two levels, right? Having a support level and then a resistance level. Okay, this being a support and this being a resistance. So now let's see how I basically came up with a trade. So like I told you, you can see that the market was bouncing off our resistance level, of course, this point here. Let me use this here. Okay, this being this the level, and we can see that after bouncing off, we saw a very good downward move, and then we saw a pullback, right? And then an impulsive move to the downside. So that confirmed to me that okay, it's now a downtrend. Now what else comes in later on? So as you guys of course can relate, I basically often take trades on pullbacks. Okay, I'm taking trades on pullbacks. After getting the overall trend, I'm going to look for pullbacks. Maybe I can see a pullback to the downside or to the upside, and boom, I'm in, right? So it's the same thing that I was actually doing in here. So let me show you some real quick. So I'm going to scale down to M15, or maybe before we can scale down to M15, I'm going to draw just a few levels on where I saw pullbacks. So this was a pullback here. Oh, we also had this good one. We also had this being on the H1. I can also draw this. We can extend this way. We can also extend this way. That's right. And we can also see, now let's get down to M15 and see what was happening, right? There we go. Look, this is a very great downtrend, a very good one with a bearish momentum. So check this out. So as we just discussed, we can see that it was bouncing off this, pushing to the downside, coming for a pullback, pushing to the downside, coming for a pullback, coming for a pullback, pushing to the downside. Now came for a pullback, so it would have even been good if I'd taken my trade around this level here, but I wasn't in position. I couldn't track the move by then. But yeah, again, now as you guys can see in here, so I watched for a small pullback at this point here. Here we have a small pullback, and guess what? I had to take my trade immediately. This is the pullback, because as you guys can see, the market pushed down and then came back for pullback, and boom, I got the beautiful sale. So I'm actually right now in profits. It's the screen recording that I actually showed you at the beginning, so you guys can see how easy it is to really catch these US30 trades. So all in all, you can see that it's very easy to trade. You are basically looking for the overall trend. Maybe one quick one that we didn't say is it's often also affected by fundamental analysis. If we have high impact news, oh my goodness, you have to take care. Okay, you have to be sure that you have a news strategy, so you can be able to trade the news, right? So you can be able to trade the news. But to break down the strategy again, we're basically looking at the hourly time frame, because we're doing some day trading. On the hourly time frame, we are getting the overall trend. Is it a downward movement? Is it an upward movement? Depending on where the momentum is taking us. And then after that, we're going to scale down to M15, where we can get trades. Remember, we take trades on pullbacks. Okay, we are taking trades on pullbacks. We can actually take on M15 or M5. Okay, so that's what I basically wanted to break down for you guys, because this is what I found out to be so beginner friendly. So if you guys like the video, please guess what, smash that like button, and of course please make sure you hit the subscribe button to join our community. So I'll see you guys in the next video, but for now I'll be trading US30, and I'll be breaking down all the trades that I actually take with you guys. See you guys in another video.